Hey everybody, and welcome to the daily card reading for Saturday, the 18th of October, 2025 for the air aspects. So this is the mental mind, the unconscious, thoughts, ideas, etc. for the 18th. As always, please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm playing with the Druidcraft Tarot deck for this particular aspect. If you'd like a personalized read, the link is in the description below, and if not, then feel free to comment below. So always with these, like, comment, share, follow, subscribe. If you'd like to donate, Cash App, MetaPay, Venmo, or PayPal. So we have the reverse Knight of Wands for the 18th. And what this means is there is a lack of vulnerability, a lack of sexual release. Seems to be high sexual tension, high resilience is in the mix as well. So it seems to be very introverted or very passive aggressive when it comes to releasing anger or releasing action or aggression. It looks like there's a lack of leadership skills or a lack of leadership abilities due to not knowing how to lead or not knowing what to do to lead yourself in the right direction. It looks like there seems to be a lack of wanting to take a shot in the dark or a refusal to take a shot in the dark that may be scattering energies. It also looks like there's some scattered energies in the mix, along with high defenses and high guard around people that are emotionally vulnerable around you. Seems to be a lack of motivation or a lack of conviction in follow through with your words. So you may not be fully committed to what you say. You may not be fully loyal about what you say. You may not be trustworthy in what you've expressed in the past. So it's hard to trust somebody that's lied compulsively so long in the past. But that doesn't mean that there is not room for change, or that there's not personal development, or that there's not any self-improvement. It seems to look like a lot of the smoke signals are coming from within the house and inside the house rather than outside of the house. So looking within and doing some deep introspection. Light can be blinding to those that are used to darkness, so just keeping that in mind. It looks like we have the Prince of Swords as well. So what we have here is a sense of learning. We are learning spirituality. We're learning our thoughts. We are learning where we have good faith. We may be speaking in good faith, but we may come off a little strong in wording, or might be using verbiage that other people might find crass or rude or blunt. It seems to be like there seems to be an honest person that is very radical in their honesty, doesn't hold back, tells it how it is. But it comes off as narrow-minded, it comes off as shielded, it comes off as guarded. This is due to the past experiences where they have had to blanket statement or been white knighted before, or get stuck in a rhetoric that is based on boundless logic. It looks like there's a lot of exaggerated truths, but that doesn't make it any less true. It just means that it may not be as bad as it seems, or as it is truly. Remain objective, remain faithful, and remain high spirits. There seems to be a lot of people that are thinking within their mindset or spending a lot of time in their mind. It's time to take off the horse blinders and start working on those jaded visions and jaded views that lead to high defenses and high guard and passive aggression and reckless behavior and needing to be defensive when you there's really no need at all, or feeling the need to be. Over explaining yourself or gaslighting yourself or speaking ill of yourself can be a factor as well. It seems to be like an overbearing person or an overbearing spirit guide, or someone that's just really overly protective has been around even when you don't see them physically. This could be like Archangel Michael or Archangel Gabriel or Kamiel or Jophiel or Uriel. A lot of the guardian angels are out and about trying to make sure that everyone is safe, especially in terms of protection and faith and advocating for those that may not be able to advocate for themselves. It seems like there seems to be a lot of blanket statements going on, a lot of rhetoric based upon childish logic, learning how to comfort people, learning how to secure a safety net within boundaries for spirituality and for soul learning and for soul journeys and soul searching. And it looks like there seems to be a lot of thought process and unconscious motions regarding armor and shielding and protection and grounding. When you feel highly defensive, or when you feel guarded, or when you feel like there's a stagnation in energy, or just feeling busy and distracted, it could be a call to arms, it could be a call to action, it could be a call to center yourself and make sure how you come across and how you speak, and the tone and the force in which you speak comes off. Forthright, straightforward behavior. Looks like you may be inexperienced when it comes to certain things, but you're taking on a more of a leadership role. You're starting to learn. You're starting to get the basics and the gist of things. You just may not be fully aware of the consequences of your actions. So you're getting there. It's just taking a while. There's a few big changes coming along with mental abuse, recognition, advocacy for animal rights and activism, speaking and progressive views. Not necessarily on the side of the blue democratic side or anything like that, but more so along the side of tranquility and peace and serenity. It looks like there's the last card is going to be the Prince of Cups today. So what this means in terms of like air aspects and communication and clarity would be that there is a social gathering, a social event, an offering of help, and a generous offer being laid out. Just be sure to work out all the reservations, speak up, don't leave any stones unturned. Know that you don't have to accept the offer, but it does have an expiration date, so knowing when the time it is to banish yourself or let go or move forward or move on to the next phase of life. It looks like there's going to be some form of social gathering, social event, social invitation regarding, let's see, finances and or money matters and or self-pleasures and or personality. It looks like how you appear to others is going to affect how you come across and how others treat you. Just be aware that how you appear to others in ways of thinking is going to play a factor. The fact that the Prince of Swords is right next to the Prince of Cups shows that when you become highly guarded and you have a proper shield and you are able to armor up and elbow up, as it were, you're able to manifest offers and desires and generalize some form of solution. It looks like you need to speak up and speak forward and deliver on what you say. It seems to be a fast-paced process. It seems to be mainly within your head and your spirit that needs to work forward. Subconsciously, you may be hearing subliminal messages or decoding encrypted messages that may be coming from like synchronicities and angels and anthropomorphic guides, animal empathy, animal telepathy, horse-headed individuals, or those in the horsehead galaxies, or those that exhibit a lot of horse-like traits or horse-like characteristics, like noble, majestic, strong-willed, strongly opinionated, very mysterious, very alluring, very strong in senses of what they know they can and can't do and what they will and won't do. It looks like there's going to be a sense of compassion and love that's going on. But it looks like you may be wandering aimlessly or feeling like you lack a purpose. And that might also be affecting you. So don't wander around aimlessly. Know where you are. Work on your precision and your refinement and word choice. That's what I'm getting for the 18th, for what's in store for the air aspects, for communication and unconscious thoughts and ideas. For the 18th of 2025 for the collective. As always with these, though, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Thanks for joining.